So long 2008, you faggot year, is the best time and is the worst time. Shakespeare. A long ass time. Some of you may have heard Bristol had her baby. Everybody was all excited about, or whatever. I always said I didn't want no fucking kids, but once I heard this one at least wasn't retarded, I started to get a little pumped. I mean, Trench will never score on me. When that little dude is 10, maybe I'll put his fat ass on a sled and put him in front of a goal and take penalty shots at him. That's about the best he can hope for in life. But this baby ain't all screwed up mentally and lazy and shit, so he could conceivably be a hockey star like his dad. The other thing that is good is, like, when you go to the pet store and you buy a gerbil, they're always like, yo, faggot, buy 2 gerbils so the fuckers can talk and shit, because a gerbil doesn't know fuck about people language. A baby is pretty much the same way, so I figured a brother for tech maybe could help him raise him somewhat. Like how a dog won't be a good fighter unless he fights other dogs, we got to battle Pokemon to get that shit to evolve. I would be like, I choose you, baby, that is not retarded, but then Toke would bite, because he may be dumb and lazy as hell, but the little fucker can bite if you mess with him wrong. And this is how it went down. I was pounding brewskis and splitting a 50-piece at Hooters with Wayne, Seabone, Skiz, and Mothman. There was this girl I went to high school with named Clarissa. She had flat ass, still looks okay, but god damn those titties. Now those are some baby feeders. I was just about to get her number with the old come to hockey practice and check me out routine when my cell starts ringing. I ignored it for a while, put it on vibrate, but the little fucker started to shake out of my pants and fell on the floor. I was pissed, but for some reason I remember that Turd was still in the car from like 2 hours ago, and there's about a 3-hour limit on winter babying car and shit before that's illegal, or whatever. They're more stringent with that in Anchorage, but it was still it's cool as long as they don't die. So I answered the phone and I was like, what? Because whoever the fuck was calling me was cockblocking the shit out of me. It turned out it was Bristol and I was like, what the fuck? I'm in a fire truck being took to the hospital. And some shit about responsiveness or something. I was only half paying attention because right as she started yelling and panting like a dog, I got to my Jeep and saw that little motherfucker tank and chewed the shit out of my seats. The headrests were pulled off and ripped up, and even the seat part was all fucked up, and the little fucker tried to escape past my leg, but I was able to kick him and keep him in the back. So then I told Bristol to hold on, got in the Jeep, and started peeling out, but it was totally slick. There was ice everywhere. If she hadn't have been yelling and Trim hadn't been off pump, chomping on that shit and growling in the back, I might have not hit the blank ice and rear-ended that bus. Totaled my Jeep like fuck, and I think it fucked up my elbows somehow. Targ was okay. He just flew up and hit the passenger airbag and then bounced back and hit the window. He wasn't bleeding or nothing. I grabbed him, put him in a plastic bag, and ran, because I have 2 strikes. I've been drinking like fuck, and I can't lose my shit now and go to jail. I have responsibilities as a father. Some kids were crying, and an old lady with a bloody head was yelling for me to stop. I pushed her into a snowdrift and ran like fuck. Some other faggot thought he was good Samaritan and grabbed onto my shoulder, but then right when Trig popped out of his bag and took a chunk out of the dude's face. It was nasty as hell, but the dude let go, and I was like, that was pretty boss, little Tran dude. So I ran into the hospital, and the nurse was like, oh fuck, what happened? You have glass in your hair and you are bloody. Why is that baby in a plastic bag? And I was like, nope. Fuck that. Where's my girl? And I grabbed the doctor who was Indian and said, Chief listens with stethoscope. Where the fuck is Bristol? Heap wampum. My baby is gonna be fucking born. I'm gonna miss it because your hospital is so fucked up. Indian doctor realized what the fuck was up and pointed down the hall to the maternity ward, and I ran like hell. I got there just as the new baby fell out, and I grabbed him from the nurse and put him in the bag with Trip. The nurse and doctor were like, what the fuck is up? And I was like, it's cool, I'm the dad. But when the nurse pointed to the baby and I saw what was up, the new baby was still plugged in. I tugged on the cord, but Bristol started yelling, and I looked down and there was all this blood and realized that the plug was going into Bristol's cooch. I started to get all lightheaded like the time I got hit in the face with a slap shot and I had a concussion. I think I was falling. I'm pretty sure I saw an outlet inside Bristol's cooch that was all tore up and wide open. Maybe I dreamed that shit. So what the fuck are we gonna name this fuck? I asked when I went to see Bristol. She was like, I got a name. It's Trip. Like what you did, get it. And I was like, what the fuck? Don't we already got a baby named that? Bristol said, nope. The old baby was named something different like Top. This guy will be Trip. And I was like, what about Easton, like the hockey gear, like the name I was wanted? Or Mitchell, named after the hockey equipment company? Bristol was like, calm down, Levi. Those are these middle names. Trip, Easton, Mitchell, Johnston. I guess that could be worse. It could have let Todd name him. That faggot wanted to call the baby Todd. No shit, I told him straight to his face, Todd is a fucking douchebag name, you douchebag. And I shoved him into the drinking fountain. He looked all pissed off and I just said, why don't you drive a snow machine about it, you fucking baby? And he got even madder and I was like, what? And faked him out with a punch and he flinched like a bitch. Anyway, I guess that means that shit has a silver lining. 2008, see ya, wouldn't wanna be ya. Got some great gash that year, totaled 2 Jeeps. Got to see Mrs. Palin butthole one time when she bent over wearing nothing but a towel. And I had 2 fucking babies. Oh, and I got engaged and Sherry Johnson got arrested. So adios 2008, I'm gonna fuck up 2009's peace. Levi MF Johnson. BRB, gonna say hello to that baby with my dick. So funny. Yeah.